Hey YouTube, Grunt Reviews here, and today we are coming at you with a new one. This is the Ruger American Competition Pistol. Before we get into it, guys, go down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date, and let's get rolling. Let's get into it. This is the Ruger American Competition Pistol. We'll start at the top and work our way down. Does have an adjustable rear sight that is serrated and blacked out. Is adjustable both for height as well as left to right movement there. Does have a very nice high-vis front fiber optic sight on it. And you'll notice here it is cut for an optic. This particular cut is for the Dr. footprint, so the Vortex Viper, the Dr. Noblex optics, and the Burris optics as well. My guess is somebody will come out with an adapter plate for it that will adapt it to a more traditional cut like an RMR or a Hollow Sun. The slide itself does have lightning cuts on both sides of it. We also have a nice little viewing port as a chamber indicator to see if there is a round in there. The barrel is a 5-inch barrel with a 1 in 16 twist to it. We do have ambidextrous slide stops as well as ambidextrous magazine release. No need to switch any parts or anything like that over. So it is a true ambi gun out of the box. Does have a rotating takedown lever. What I really like about this is it has a nice little shelf on it, so it does kind of function as a gas pedal, if you will, if you're getting a grip on it. So kind of a nice little thought there. The slide stops are extended slightly. They have a nice little bump out with some texturing on them. Of course, does have a Picatinny rail on the front for mounting your favorite lights or accessories. And then the back strap, front strap, and sides of the grips do have some very nice texturing on them. I really do like the texturing on this. It gives you a nice solid grip on the firearm, and it's aggressive without being too aggressive. I know a lot of guys do like the cheese grater type feel. This is not quite cheese grater. If you were to, for some reason, conceal carry this wouldn't be terrible rubbing up against you all day. Still wouldn't be comfortable, but wouldn't be terrible. These back straps are interchangeable. You can purchase additional sizes from Ruger to customize this to the fit of your hand. And then it does have, comes with two 17-round magazines, giving this a capacity of 17+1. And kind of a interesting thought, it does come with a pistol leash attachment. For those of you who also spent time in the military, you'll remember hooking those to your belt so you apparently don't lose your sidearm. Kind of a weird thought, but overall not terrible. Initial thoughts, does have a good amount of weight to it, which I like and which is advantageous for shooting matches. 5-inch barrel, of course, gives you that nice long sight radius on there as well. Do wish, like I said earlier, that they had gone with an RMR / Hollow Sun cut instead of the Vortex Viper cut. My personal preference is a Hollow Sun or an RMR. Your mileage may vary on that. We'll get into what I really don't like on this thing on the initial thoughts is the trigger. This trigger has a ton of pre-travel, ton of over-travel, a lot of stacking, and it's pretty heavy for what it is. So we have a nice amount of pre-travel here. We start to hit a wall, lots of stacking, and we finally break. And our reset, very long reset, as you can see here. We finally get the click, so it's almost the full amount of trigger travel to get to that reset, and then back to that heavy trigger. We will measure this bad boy out with our Lyman digital trigger gauge here, and let's see what she weighs out at. First pull, 7 pounds, 7 ounces. Helps to reset her there. Second pull, 7 pounds, 5 ounces. And last pull, 7 pounds, 15 ounces. We'll try that one more time. And back to 7 pounds, 8 ounces. So this does come from the factory with a little bit over a 7-pound trigger. The market they are trying to target with this is that entry USPSA type market that has been traditionally dominated the last few years with the Canic pistols, some of the P320X5 series, the VP9 long slide, and it's positioned kind of towards the middle to bottom of it. MSRP on this is right at $585. In a normal year, knowing Ruger's street price would most likely be a little bit closer to the probably $500 range. Being a pandemic year, these things are actually selling for a little bit over, either right at MSRP or a little bit over around the $600, $615 range. So that is the downside to releasing a gun in 2020. But these will most likely start working their way down as supply catches up with demand. So they're a little bit more expensive than the Canic pistols, but definitely underneath the VP9 and some of the SIGs. No real aftermarket support yet, as this just came out. Hopefully somebody will come out with a better trigger setup for it, a mag well, and some mag extensions. A lot of the other pistols are coming with 20, 21 round magazines with them, or factory extended 20 round magazines. Only having 17 is a little bit of a limiting factor. Would have liked to seen that bumped up, and would have liked to see some sort of magwell on it, or even if they had flared this a little bit more just to make reloads a hair quicker. For the price, definitely not a terrible handgun. Do wish they would have fixed the trigger. And that is, like I said, my biggest complaint. Hope you enjoyed our initial thoughts on this. Goal is to get out to the range possibly this weekend, if not next weekend. Get some rounds through the handgun, see how she shoots, see how she groups. Definitely stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button. And as always, stay safe, train hard.